The day my parents finally found me and brought me home, they spent millions buying me a service-type hybrid. But that hybrid didn't like me at all. He'd get pissy for half a day if I even tried to touch his tail. Instead, he'd secretly kiss and cuddle with my sister behind closed doors. He said I was just a street rat who didn't deserve him, only my sister was worthy of being his master. But when I brought home a stress relief hybrid I'd bought off the streets for 50 grand and gave him a proper place in our home, the service hybrid's eyes turned red with tears. "Master, aren't I enough for you?" I replied coldly, a servant who's forgotten his place dares to question his master. Chapter 2. After leaving the house, I got completely wasted on my own. I sat outside the bar, smoking and trying to sober up. A sketchy vendor crept over, lowering his voice. "Miss, you look stressed. Need to blow off some steam? I've got a stress relief hybrid that could help you relax." I waved away the smoke. "What?" The vendor looked around nervously, making sure no one was watching before beckoning someone over from nearby. It was a wolf-dog hybrid, tall, broad shoulders, narrow waist. When he stood still, he blocked the bar's lights, casting a shadow over me. Before I could react, the vendor yanked on the crude collar around his neck, forcing him to one knee. He removed the rusty muzzle, grabbing his hair to pull his head back, revealing his full face. Pale skin, high-bridged nose, thin lips pressed tight, bruises on his brow and corners of his mouth, narrow eyes staring at me like a wild animal. The vendor slapped his face hard. "Look at this face, miss. Wouldn't it feel good to punch?" I swallowed, tempted. Exactly my type. Plus, the doctor said I had hormonal imbalances. I really did need stress relief. But I already had a wolf-dog hybrid at home. Tyler would mind, wouldn't he? Seeing my hesitation, the vendor kicked the hybrid. "Get up, show the lady your muscles." The hybrid stood slowly. Chains wrapped around him, he could only use one hand to pull off his black tee, instantly revealing lean, defined muscles. His body was covered in bruises and scars. The vendor quickly put the muzzle back on, patting his muscular arms. "Look miss, great stamina, amazing recovery. 2,000 for 2 hours of stress relief. Just go wild, as long as you don't slit his throat, he'll recover." Slit his throat? I was shocked. Were people's kinks really this extreme now? Terrifying. Whatever, the one at home won't let me touch him anyway. If this one's cheap, might as well buy an obedient one. I stood up, still buzzed. How much to buy him outright? Hee, that's not cheap. The vendor rubbed his hands. "He's our best merchandise. Name your price." "Lucky number, 58,888. I froze. Tyler, my family's service wolf-dog hybrid, cost my parents millions. This one was so cheap. Too expensive? How about we round down to 58? In the end, I bought Marcus for 50,000. Chapter 3. I didn't really want to go home, so I took him to a hotel. Before leaving, the vendor warned me repeatedly, "Don't remove his muzzle until he's fully tamed. Better keep the chains on too." Hotel suite. Marcus stood silently at the entrance, not moving, like a silent statue, quietly awaiting his fate. I came out in a towel after my shower, didn't dare remove his restraints. "You should shower too." He stared at me for a few seconds, then turned and walked into the bathroom. The sound of running water filled the room. After a few minutes, I knocked. I left my phone in there. He hadn't locked the door, so it just opened. Marcus froze with his back to me, his tall, strong body completely naked, skin pale and bloodless, making the wounds even more shocking. Water flowed down over the rusty chains, black grime mixed with blood from his forearms, running down his spine and abdomen, finally pooling at his calves, slowly draining away. His tail hung low, trembling slightly. His fur wasn't sleek and shiny like Tyler's, just dull and rough. Vulnerable yet wild. I was completely entranced. I approached from behind and hugged him, gently kissing the bruises on his spine. Marcus shuddered, asking stiffly, "What are you doing?" This was the first time I heard his voice. Deep, rough, magnetic. "Stress relief," I answered. His hands clenched into fists at his sides. "Not." He let out muffled groans. "Not this kind of stress relief. I don't have experience. Bear with me." I pushed him onto the bed, carefully kissing every scar. He wore the muzzle, chains restraining his limbs, obediently letting me do as I pleased. His body remained tense, as if not knowing how to react. At the crucial moment, he suddenly grabbed my waist. "Are you sure?" He looked at me, voice even rougher. "I'm just a lowly hybrid." My answer was my eager movements. He groaned and closed his eyes, long lashes trembling. Chapter 4. Morning. Sunlight streamed through the floor-to-ceiling windows, warm and soft. I rested my cheek against Marcus's muscular arm, pulling out my phone from under the pillow to see a text from my friend. "Where are you? Did my autistic weirdo secretly run home again?" I typed back. "No, I bought a new stress relief wolf-dog hybrid. Was busy with stress relief last night. Friend, ? Emma, how could you be like this? I know that hybrid at home doesn't listen to you and it hurts, but you can't buy a stress relief one just to beat. You won't hit the show dog at home, so you come out to beat stress relief ones? If you weren't my friend I'd call the cops right now. I really misjudged you." I was stunned by her scolding. "No, I didn't hit him. How could I hit a puppy?" Friend paused for a few seconds. "Then how did you relieve stress?" "The way you're thinking. Stress relief." We both fell silent. My friend explained, stress relief hybrids are part of an illegal industry. They steal or kidnap you in hybrids, or buy low-quality ones cheap. Then through abuse, they select those with good physical condition and recovery abilities as stress relief dogs. The successful ones become human punching bags for people to beat and torture for stress relief. Others end up in underground fighting rings for death matches. These hybrids are pitiful, but notoriously hard. The user wants me to continue translating the Chinese story. I'll continue from where I left off. Chapter 5. These hybrids are pitiful, but notoriously hard to tame. Even after official agencies rescue them, they're put up for free adoption. Those not claimed are euthanized. If you regret it, I know where he lives. A deep voice came from behind me. Startled, I quickly dimmed my phone screen, turning to meet Marcus's dark eyes. He lowered his gaze, avoiding eye contact. But he's got connections, probably won't refund your money. If we catch him alone, maybe I could. I don't regret it, I interrupted. As long as you behave. Only listen to me. Okay, he answered softly. His expression didn't change, but his ears twitched. The furry ears had several shallow scars. I couldn't resist reaching out to pet them. His ears immediately flicked back warily, shrinking away. I pulled my hand back, disappointed. This one won't let me touch either. Sorry, I'm used to it. He slowly tried to relax his ears, tilting his head slightly. You can touch now. If you still want to, he added. I didn't hold back. Straddling his waist, hands on his chest, freely fondling his ears. Silver white, soft, warm ears. Marcus's breathing grew heavier, his body burning hotter. He tilted his head back slightly, narrow eyes reddening at the corners, staring at me unblinking. I swallowed. Can we relieve stress again?